Hello, good morning, and welcome to another weekly reading vlog. It is Sunday, July 7th, and it is about 10 a.m. I'm about to leave for church, but I thought I would let you know what I am planning on reading this week and what I am currently reading. My battery's about to die, so let me switch that out real fast. Okay, apparently none of my batteries are charged, so we're gonna make this really quick and talk about what I want to read. So if you don't remember from my previous reading vlog, I am now reading multiple books at a time in different sections and reading at least a section a day. Sometimes I do more. You never know. But one of the books I'm currently in the middle of is Dangerous Girls by Abigail Haas. This follows a group of teenagers who went to Aruba for spring break, and one of them ends up murdered. I just started this yesterday, so I'm on page 56. Literally just started it. The next one is not Vampire Academy, Frostbite, which is the second book in the Vampire Academy series by Rochelle Mead. I am rereading this series and having a great time. I am currently on page 65, so once again, just recently started this one. It's going great. I love Dimitri with my whole heart. And lastly, the other book I'm in the middle of is Water for Elephants by Sarah Green. I am farther in this one. I am on page, what is that? 197, so I'm a little over halfway. Going good. This is set in, I think, the 1920s, about a man working on a circus. It's wonderful. I didn't know if I would like this one or not, and as of right now, I am enjoying it, so that's good. But also, if you don't know, I like to reread books through audio. The only time I can listen to audiobooks is if it's a reread, just because I can't pay attention otherwise. And I do that when I'm working out. So the one I'm in the middle of is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows by J.K. Rowling. I am rereading the series through audiobook. It's my first time listening to them, and it's great. I'm on page 488, so I'm nearing the end. It's getting close, and I have already cried multiple times while I was running, which is not great for breathing, but you know what? It's okay. So those are the books that I plan on reading this week. Hopefully I finished some. Last week I finished 2 books, I think, which is good, but I have definitely finished more in a week before. So that's gonna be great. But I think that's all I have to say. I thought I had something else to say, but I can't remember. So I will see you later then.
I want someone like you to stand by me always. And I dream of a man like you, warm and tender every single day. What if we would join our forces? What a bliss. You make me understand this place in a whole different way. You make me wanna live this life to the fullest, to the fullest.
Hello, good morning. It is Monday, July 8th, and it is almost 10:15 in the morning. I just got done working out. I did laundry, all that fun stuff. So let me update you on what I read yesterday. I feel like I haven't been reading a lot. Like, I've been reading a lot, but not in one day. I haven't been reading a lot of pages in one day. So my page count yesterday, let me pull it up. My page count yesterday was 266 pages, and so I finished all my sections yesterday, but that was it, except for my audiobook for Deathly Hallows. I actually listened to a lot more than I normally do yesterday, driving to and from church. So let's just talk about where I am in my books. So in Frostbite, I am this far through, so I am making good progress. I am on page 131, and if I stay on track with this, I should finish this on Wednesday. This is actually going pretty good. So far, not much has happened. I mean, it is the second book in a series. I know things are going to happen. This is a reread for me. But also good news is Rose Hathaway doesn't annoy me as much in this one. At least not so far. We'll see how I feel in the end. Lissa is kind of annoying me. See, when I first read the series, when Lissa got a boyfriend, I was like all for it. But now that I'm older, I'm like, I love Christian, don't get me wrong, but I feel like she's not handling the whole boyfriend thing well, if that makes sense. But anyway, that's going good. Hopefully I'll finish my section for today. And then in Water for Elephants, I am nearly done. I'm on page, what am I on? 239. I have less than 100 pages left of this, so I'm actually hoping to just read the last 2 sections today and just finish this completely. So before I read my other books, I'm probably just going to read this one straight through and hopefully finish that. Hopefully I love it, because right now I'm feeling like about it, but I'm excited for the movie because I've never seen it. And then in Dangerous Girls, this one's also going pretty good. I'm on page 113. The interesting thing about this is it goes back and forth between like before the murder, when they became friends, after the murder, the interrogation, like the trial, like it just jumps back and forth between a lot of different things, which I enjoy. There's also short chapters in this, which I also enjoy very, very much. So this one is actually going by really fast. That's what it feels like. And I feel like one of these days this week, I'm going to read beyond the section. And then, like I said, in Deathly Hallows, I listened to a lot yesterday. I listened to over 100 pages, so I'm now on page 589. I'm right there. I'm on the chapter, The Sacking of Severus Snape. So, I think I have 3 days left of the audiobook before I have to return it to the library. So I should finish this soon, hopefully tomorrow, we'll see. But anyway, I need to edit my video to go up today. It's my Reading Rush TBR. So if you haven't watched it, go watch it. I'm really excited for the Reading Rush. Let me know if you're participating. But yeah, my plans for today. Finish Water for Elephants.
Time flies, yet there's butterflies in my palms and in my eyes, and echoes from the other night gossip about our delight. What if we were...
Okay, so I just finished Water for Elephants by Sarah Green, and I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun, but also at times I felt it was kind of boring. Like I felt like I was always waiting for something to happen, and at the end something finally did happen, which was good. But this book was also incredibly sad. So it's from the point of view from the 93-year-old man who used to work at a circus, and so it goes back and forth, kind of like The Notebook, and the chapters of him in the nursing home are just so sad and really difficult to read. When there's stories about like old people and stuff, I just can't handle it. So this book just made me really sad, but the circus part was really fun, and I'm really excited to watch the movie because I feel like I will enjoy that more, especially because Robert Pattinson. But I think I'm gonna give this one 3 out of 5 stars. Good morning. It is Tuesday, July 9th, and it's like 10 something in the morning. No, 10 something. I don't know what time it is, but it's around that time. So basically plans for today are I'm going out of town with my dad for a little bit, and we're gonna go eat, so I won't be reading during that time. But since I finished a book yesterday and I like to be reading 3 physical books at once, I need to add a book to that, and I need to show you where I'm at in my reading, and I'm gonna do this holding the camera, which is gonna be a mistake because my arm hurts. But anyway, in my audiobook for Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, I am now on page 618. So I have that. Like, I'm getting close. And, like, it's at the part where I, like, keep stopping it when I listen because I'm like, this is gonna get intense. I'm gonna sob. I can't do it yet. I can't do it because I'm at the Battle of Hogwarts and it's just gonna be like, it's fine. And then in Dangerous Girls, I am making it. I am almost halfway through. I'm on page 169. My thing is with this is all of the characters are from like a fancy prep school, I think in New York or something. So they're like how Gossip Girl was in high school. So they're really into partying and drugs and all that stuff. And I hate when high schoolers do that. So I'm like, I hate everybody in this book. It's a good book. The mystery's awesome. I love like how the story is told. It's great. But I hate everybody. And the girl that died, I'm almost like, well, I care. Like, good for you, but don't care about her. And then in Frostbite, I am officially, I think Goodreads said I'm like 60% of the way through. So I'm on page 198, so I have that much, and this should be finished by tomorrow. If I wasn't leaving my house today, I would try to finish it today, but that is not my goal because I don't want to set my expectations too high. And then, are you ready for the next book I'm planning on starting? It's a reread, and I am rereading it because I have read like 4 books in this series plus a novella book. So I've read like 5 books in this series, but I haven't read the last ones. So I'm rereading the ones I've read so I can continue because it's been a while. Any guesses? Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. I am so excited to reread the first few and continue with the series because, like I said, it's been a while. So my sections for this book are really small because these books are like, for me, they're dense. I mean, for most people, they're probably not, but for me. So each section is 58 pages, but I feel like I'm gonna get so into this, I might go past each section. So there's that. Also, I forgot to mention, in Frostbite, I totally forgot about Adrian. Like, oh my goodness. Also in this one, so it's interesting. The first one, Rose bothered me more than Lissa, but now in this one, Lissa bothers me more than Rose. And I've decided, as of right now, all of the girls in this series are annoying, but all of the guys, I love. So there's that. But anyway, yeah, I don't know which one I'm going to start with. I don't know. Probably Frostbite. Whoa, that was a bad angle. I was like down here. My face is up here. Thank you. Probably Frostbite or Dangerous Girls. I don't know. We'll update you later. These clips are getting so long. I feel like this vlog is going to be so long, but that's okay. Alright. Peace out, Girl Scout or Boy Scout. Whatever you want to do. Hello. Good morning. It is Wednesday, July 10th. It is 9:20 in the morning and I just got done working out, so I am ready to start my day. And I need to tell you what I ended up reading yesterday. So I finished Frostbite by Rochelle Mead and I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I think I enjoyed it better than the first one, but it was also a lot slower than the first one. The reason why I enjoyed it more was because I wasn't as annoyed with Rose as I was in the first one. The last like quarter of the book really picked up, and I had forgotten so much that at the end of the book I was like crying in tears because I just like didn't remember all the things that went down. But it was really good. I'm really excited to continue, although I do remember the one thing I remember in the series is in the 3rd book, so I'm really scared. But other stuff that I read yesterday, in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, I am now on page 659, so I'm at the Prince's Tale, so secrets are about to be revealed. But yeah, this expires tomorrow afternoon, so I should finish it today or tomorrow, not sure. And then in Dangerous Girls, I am on page 225, so I'm over halfway. I have just over halfway, just a little bit. That one's going good. It's going by really fast because the chapters are like pretty short and it's just told in different formats, so that's great, except I hate everyone, and so the girl that's dead, I'm like, do we even care? Whatever. And then I also started my reread of Throne of Glass yesterday, so I am barely in. I'm on page 61, chapter 9. This is going great. I just love the characters. I love Selena, I love Dorian, I love Kale. I am Team Kale till the day I die, but I've only read 4 books, so we'll see if I'm Team Kale till book 6. But that's my plan. Usually, as you know, I like to read 3 physical books at a time, and since I finished Frostbite yesterday, I would pick another physical book to read today, but I don't think I am, just because I have a lot to edit. I have to edit my vacation videos, so I'm planning on doing that today, so I don't want to like stress myself with, oh, you have to read this, blah blah, you know. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go eat and then start editing and then maybe read a little bit later, but I'll see you later. Bye.
Close your eyes, get some rest. I'm by your side. chest. I know you've had a really bad day, but I'm right here, it's gonna be okay. The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies fade to gray, we're gonna be okay. Calm your soul.
Hello, good morning. It is July 11th. It's Thursday. It is 12:30 p.m. and I'm just now updating because I was editing all morning and I pressed the wrong button and it was stressful and things got crazy. But I do have a lot of updates for you. Yesterday I finished Dangerous Girls by Abigail Haas. I think I'm gonna give this one 3 out of 5 stars. I hated every single character and I did not care about the girl who got murdered. I almost thought she deserved it. That sounds really bad, but I just did not like anybody. However, the ending to this book had me up thinking all night. Like, I went to bed thinking about this ending. It was just so good. I thought I had guessed what was gonna happen, but I did not guess at all. So that was really great. And literally just 2 minutes ago, I finished Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. So I just finished listening to this. This was obviously a reread. I cried, I laughed, I smiled. Like, this one just made me so happy, and I have now come to the conclusion that this is my favorite book in the series. It's just so beautiful, so good. The battle scenes, like, oh my goodness, I love it so much. I love Harry Potter. It's great, it's wonderful. I love it. And in case you didn't get the hint, this was 5 out of 5 stars. So in Throne of Glass, I finished my section for yesterday and I started reading this morning as well. So I'm now on page 140. This is going great. I love this series and I'm just really excited to finally finish it and see what happens. But because I finished books yesterday, I need to start 2 new books so I can be reading 3 physical books all at once. And so one of the ones I chose was Shiver by Maggie Stiefvater. This is the first book in this series that I have had on my shelves for like over 5 years and I've just never picked up. All I know is that it is about werewolves and I feel like the Twihard in me is really going to come out. I mean, let's be real, the Twihard in me is always out to play, so that's fine. The other book I'm going to start is Everything is Illuminated by Jonathan Safran Foer. I'm not sure what this is about. I think it has something to do with World War II. That's all I really know. The words are so tiny, but it's a short book, and then some of the pages have like a different format from what I've seen. But yes, I'm excited for those. But I am so hungry, so I'm gonna go eat food and then hopefully read some more. Okay, hello. It is 5:10 p.m. and I finished my sections for Throne of Glass and Shiver. I don't have many feelings about Shiver right now. I'm 56 pages in. We'll see how it goes. But I also tried to start Everything is Illuminated and I got to page 2 and I was just like, I don't want to read this. Like, I have no idea what was going on. I know it was only page 2, but I hated the writing and I'm sure it gets better, but I just don't have the patience to sit through and try to figure out what's going on. So I'll probably take this one off my TBR for now. I'll keep it on my shelves for maybe the future. Maybe I'll sell it, like give it to half price books or something. Who knows? For right now though, I'm taking it off my TBR because I have no idea what the heck was going on. And I looked on Goodreads and like the reviews are pretty good. I mean, the average rating is less than a 4-star, but then I looked at like people I'm friends with and they were like, this is so good, it's so emotional, oh my goodness. And I was like, I'm sure it is, but just for me right now, it's not happening. Hello, good morning. It is Friday, July 12th, 9:15 a.m. and I literally just woke up, so I'm like still kind of out of it. But let's talk about what I plan on reading today. For the most part, you know what I'm reading, but I am adding another book in because I am not dealing with Everything is Illuminated. Also, I've been in such a weird mood where I'm like, I want to read, but I also don't want to, and then I also want to watch TV, but I also don't want to, so I'm like, what do? I don't know. Okay, so anyway, I started Shiver yesterday, so I am barely in. I'm on page 56. So, like I said yesterday, not having many thoughts about it now because I'm barely in. But Throne of Glass, I'm on page 182, and like I said, I am Team Kale. Love that boy so much. But I also really love Dorian. He's great. I also forgot about the friendship Selena has in this book with a girl. That's all I'm gonna say. So that's great. But the book I'm planning on starting today too is The Bone Sparrow by Xana Freelon. Yep. This one I feel like is going to be really hard-hitting. It is about a refugee. She was born in an immigration detention center. And she meets someone on the other side of the fence or something. So that's gonna be really intense. This book is beautiful. I got it in London, I think. But the cover is beautiful, and then like you open this part and it has words all over it. It says hope can set you free over and over again. And then like just throughout, like on the chapters and stuff, beautiful. So my sections for this book are 57 pages. So we'll see how much reading I get done today. I don't know if I'm in the mood to read today. I'm not gonna force myself, but we'll see. Hello, good morning. It is Saturday, July 13th. It is 9 a.m. exactly, and I just woke up. I need to update you what I read yesterday. So I didn't finish all 3 sections of my books. I finished like 2.5, and that's because I went and saw Spider-Man Far From Home last night. Oh my goodness. I'm a little afraid that I will never love anyone like I love Tom Holland, so we'll see. But it was so good, except for the first end credits scene. I am going to be stressed until the next movie comes out. That's all I'm gonna say. Alright, now to reading. In Throne of Glass, I am now on page 235, so I am over halfway, so that's good. Loving it. I love this series so much. I'm trash. It's fine. And then in Shiver, I am now on page 115, and I'm really enjoying it. I don't think I've ever read a book where it's just about werewolves. There's usually some other creature, like in Twilight, there's vampires and werewolves. And so that's really interesting to read, especially because, you know, each author has a different take on supernatural creatures. So I find it really interesting to see like different werewolves, different vampires, and how all of that works. So this is going great. Love that. And finally, I started The Bone Sparrow yesterday, and I am on page 25 of The Bone Sparrow. So this one I told you is about, it follows a kid who was born in a immigration refugee detention center. So he lives behind a fence. I'm pretty sure it's a boy. Lives behind a fence, and then apparently he meets someone outside of the fence. So just 25 pages in, I am getting the exact same vibe from The Boy in the Striped Pajamas, except in The Boy in the Striped Pajamas, it follows a boy outside the fence, and this one follows someone inside the fence. So I feel like it's going to be really, really sad, but we'll see. Today, I don't know how much reading I'm getting done. Today is my little brother's going away party. So we'll see if I complete my sections. If not, like, it's fine. I'll probably end this vlog early because that's at 6 p.m. tonight. So yeah, see you later, alligator. Hello, update. It is 2 o'clock, and I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this vlog. We have family coming soon, so I don't think I'll be reading anymore today. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up, and let's talk about what I read this week. So I finished 4 books this week, and I'm currently in the middle of 3 others, so I had a really good reading week. The first book I finished was Water for Elephants by Sarah Green. This follows a man named Jacob who is 93 years old in a nursing home, and he flashes back to when he worked for a circus and his life all throughout the circus and what he's up to now and things like that. I give this one 3 out of 5 stars. books that take place in nursing homes really make me sad and I hate reading them. There weren't a lot of chapters. This was mainly about the circus in the 30s, I think it was. So there weren't a lot of like nursing home chapters, but still I was kind of sad. This book I was always like waiting for more to happen. I really love the ending though. So yeah, 3 out of 5 stars for this one. The next book I finished was Frostbite by Rochelle Mead. This is the second book in the Vampire Academy series, and this is a reread for me. I'm really enjoying reading this series again. I've forgotten so much. There was a character introduced in this book that I completely forgot about. This book was a little slow. It is the second book in a 6-book series, so not a lot happened. But about the last quarter of it, I was crying because like so much happened in that last quarter. So I ended up giving this one 4 out of 5 stars. The next book I finished was Dangerous Girls by Abigail Haas. This follows a group of high schoolers who go to Aruba for spring break and one of them ends up murdered. I also, when reading this, I was like, this sounds so familiar, and it's because this thing actually happened. I don't know if it's based on it, but there were high schoolers that went to Aruba for spring break and one of them was murdered, and it's like a real case that's happened. But anyway, reading this one, I hated every single character in this book. The girl that was murdered, I didn't care. That's just how it goes. So I was gonna give this one like 2, but then the ending got me so good and I loved it so much that I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. And this ending is still one that I think about every day. Like, it's just so good. And the 4th book I finished, I'm not going to hold it up because it's like at the bottom of a stack, because it is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows by J.K. Rowling. This is the last book in the series. I mean, you should know that. I reread this book through audio and I realized that it is my favorite book in the series. I had such a good time, so obviously it was 5 out of 5 stars. And then the books I'm currently in the middle of, The Bone Sparrow by Xana Fralion. I am on page 67, so I'm getting there. This book is pretty short. This book reminds me so much of The Boy in the Striped Pajamas, like almost exactly, so we'll see if the plot changes a little bit. I'm hoping it does because I don't want it to be a carbon copy of that book. So we'll see in next week's reading vlog. The other book I'm in the middle of is Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. This is a reread and I am on page 295, so I am really close. I should finish this really soon. I'm loving rereading this. I love these characters. I love this world. I just love it, and it's so interesting because the first book is so different from what I've read of the rest of the series. So yeah, I'm excited to continue rereading the series. And lastly, the other book I'm in the middle of is Shiver by Maggie Stiefvater. I am on page 169, so I am almost halfway through. This is my first Maggie Stiefvater book I've ever read. I forgot to mention that. And it's going good. I'm really enjoying it. It's about werewolves, so I mean, you can't really go wrong with that. But those are all the books that I read this week and that I'm currently in the middle of and plan on finishing soon. I have really exciting news that I have been meaning to tell y'all, and it just like slipped my mind, but here I am telling you. I am now an affiliate for Book of the Month Club, so I have a link and I'll put it in the description. So if you want to go sign up for this awesome subscription, then you can use my link. I would appreciate it so very much. It's really awesome. Your first book is only $10 and they're like a new releases hardcover. Like, that's awesome. And then after that, it's $14.99 a month. So if you want to sign up, use my link. That's that. But yeah, that's it for this reading vlog. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!